Hey guys, how's it going? It's Torment here. Welcome to Chasing Rank 1 Solo Standard episode 21. So over the last few episodes, I've been stuck in the same exact spot, just outside top 10. It's around 1383, mostly been in the 1380s by losing one game, winning one game. So we're kind of just stuck in the same spot. Can't really push through and get 2 wins in one episode to go even higher. My main account's still sitting around the same spot. I know I can get up there because my main account stays up there, but for some reason I just can't get through there on this account. So anyways, we're just gonna get right into game 1. So starting off here in this game 1, I believe I've played against all 3 players in the other team at one point or another, and I've never heard of my teammates, so this could be an interesting game. We'll just see how it goes. So right off the bat, I see that Glaxo probably wants to go for a shot there. It was centering pretty perfectly for them, so I decided I need to go up there and get in front of that. I have 2 teammates behind me as well. That was actually a pretty good touchdown from my teammate, just as one of those where the other team was able to read it just as quick as me, but it would have been probably a really good scoring opportunity if the other team had not been there. And I wasn't sure if that straight down ball was going to be a threat, so I made sure I got there as well. And same thing there. I'm not even sure still if I would have if that would have went in if I wasn't there. But I guess I just went to make sure. I was getting kind of I was a little scared there for a sec. So my teammate kind of bumps me. I thought he would see me there for a sec, but I guess he didn't. So he accidentally bumps me while I'm trying to dribble. Either way, we get the ball out somehow. I recover and catch on the wall. But there I kind of do some weird hit. Like my first hit I did it soft on purpose so I could follow it on myself, and then I beat the second guy, but the beat kind of just went to the other team who was just waiting up there, so it didn't really work out. It wasn't a bad idea though, but just the execution, I guess. And I don't remember what happened here. So I think right here I get the clear to the corner, and here I'd probably get the boost and follow up. I actually get the boost stolen from me from the other team, but my teammate who should have been in net there still would have been a hard block. But he should have been in net there probably instead of, because he went for the boost as well, or the ball, I can't really remember. But he went to the corner when our other teammate wasn't even back yet. So he kind of just missed rotation, went a little too far and overcommitted. And again there, we kind of got scored on. I just went for the kickoff, and it didn't go in the best spot it could have been, but it was still a spot that could have been handled. I think one of my teammates pre-jumped to read the block and didn't get anywhere close, unfortunately, and our last man back had to struggle with as well. So I'm just waiting back right now. I was waiting on that boost actually, and I just wanted to make sure I didn't get dunked there. I was actually able to get a follow-up, not the greatest follow-up, but it was a viable pass, and they just had the block on it as well. So they've been their defensive rotation's been pretty good, the other team. I wouldn't say our pressure's been very great either, and that's just, I don't even know there. I think that was just going to be saved. It was going to sit on the goal line and just stay there. But the first shot was more of the problem. Probably should have just been in. And right there I pop it out. Probably should have, jumped and flipped so it looked like I was going for that hit. Because the way I hit it, it looked like I had a follow-up, but I didn't. So I actually played ball over boost there. I felt I needed to because I thought they were going to have a quicker challenge. And it turns out I probably could have got the boost anyways, and right there, last man back, I think he probably could have went for this unless he didn't have boost. I don't know his situation. Yeah, Compel gets beat to the ball. I think he just takes too long. I don't know, in that situation, I'd probably think to be ready for a shot, or I'd look as soon as possible to see if there's a guy shooting. But instead, I think my teammate just didn't. It looked like he didn't have ball cam on. He didn't look like he had any sense of urgency, or just thinking there was gonna be a shot. He looked like he was honestly going to dribble it out, which if he knew there was a guy there, he would never go for that. So I'm guessing he just didn't have ball cam on. And here I am just doing some, ballerina tricks in net or something. For some reason, had the worst recovery ever. And yeah, this game's not looking too good. We haven't had the best rotations. A lot of just positioning mistakes. Teammate misses the redirect, so I just got to go back. I had no boost anyway, so I was probably going to go back there no matter what happened. Unless he made some really good pass to me. And I decided to take that across because it went to the corner. And I think my teammate, he pushed up a little bit. So I didn't want to misplay that bounce, so I put it across. Not the best hit. Probably should have gotten a better one there. But his shot, trying to read my hit, was pretty bad. I mean, the placement was good, but bad in the sense of it was actually extremely slow. I think my teammate he just over rotated, right there. If I'm front post, positioned for a save, he shouldn't feel the need to be there as well. So he probably should have stayed in the back post, and like, you know, a save like that would have been much easier. He would just have to drive forward if it was in the position he was in, and I was also there as well, and just ends up not working out because we both go in the same position in net. So I tried for some crazy ceiling dunk. I mean, it almost kind of worked. It got something done. We sort of had the pressure, not really. We haven't really had pressure at all, so that's the best product we probably had. But yeah, just like double committing a lot of missed touches, missed hits, missing. Just in general, not team in general not doing too well in all aspects, but you know, happens in solo standard a lot. Now, this doesn't look like the episode where we're gonna make any advancements, so unless some crazy miracle happens in the next 1 minute. Both my teammates also forfeit, so that doesn't usually spell a good sign. But I decided to hold on hope. I almost get that around. I mean, I did get it around, but I almost got it to the point where I could have followed up and shot. But when I flicked it, it went too far and it wasn't possible. So I get bumped there. I have to get ready for the shot, which I'm literally just perfectly backwards there. I go for a half flip so I can recover and go for a follow-up. And there you go. There was my follow-up. That's looking like completely GG. Yep. Just demoed right off spawn. Pretty brutal. Not looking too good in this game, that's for sure. Just waiting for the timer to tick out, basically. I mean, I could forfeit if I wanted to, but there's no point at this point. It's GG. We just had really bad rotations. I think the other team in general was just also better mechanically. They were hitting the ball a lot more consistently. I have played against those players before. I know they're high ranked and I know they're good. This is also a 20-minute queue, which would explain the Diamond 1 in our lobby. So I don't know why matchmaking thought it'd be a good idea to put a Diamond 1 in a lobby with 2 Grand Champs. He's 3 ranks lower than the lowest player in the other team, which is unbelievably unbalanced. But either way, we lose the game. I end up dropping only 10 points, probably because they matchmaking is like, why is there a Diamond 3 on this guy's team? But I lose 10 points. Dropped down to 1373 MMR, which is actually a lot of spots. This spot on the leaderboard's pretty dense. It's pretty close together. So I was at 14 before, I think, or 13, somewhere around there, and I ended up down to the 18 spot. So that's kind of unfortunate, but like I said in the past, like 3 or 4 episodes, you're probably used to me repeating this if you've been watching. We'll get it right back in the next one. So let's just go right into that game. Okay, so on to game 2. We have Zol in the game as well. I've actually recognized both of his teammates on the other team as well, which are new to this episode. Also, meaning like they weren't in the last game. So that's actually a pretty good team. I honestly think this will be a pretty hard one to win as well. Just like the last game I thought was a hard one, this one will probably also be a hard one. So yeah, just gonna see what we can do here. Gonna try to play as smart as I can, make myself as impactful as I can, I guess. Always like be in the game, be important in the play. And right off the bat, I'm doing the opposite of that. I don't even remember what I was doing here. I think I was bumped out. Last man back. Yeah, I was bumped out, and then after I got bumped out, I went for the boost. Either way, I don't think I would have gotten back. But say there was a 50-50 or something, it definitely would have been my fault if I wasn't there, because I did go for that boost. But teammate ended up getting outplayed, and that's all that happened pretty much. So making sure I challenge this early, because I see he's going for the shot. Ends up working out all right. Again, that's actually in. So I went for a save. I think we actually like combined saved it. He helped slow it down, and then I popped it up. That was gonna be in anyways. Just unfortunately off the crossbar instead of going up and out of the net into the corner. Also 420 time stop. Pretty coincidental, I guess. I pop it over my teammate. He ends up getting beat out pretty quickly. They were ready for that, so it wasn't a very slick pass, is all I'm gonna say. Probably not exactly what I intended on either. Making sure I challenge that early because I see the guy from the corner wants to get a tip around me and try to annoy me or get a pass. So I gotta make sure I go early and stuff like that. Make sure I don't get beat out and them actually getting a goal off it. That's one of the most annoying things when I'm like taking it slow, not expecting anybody to be there, and then I actually end up getting scored on or just get beat because I didn't think anybody would be able to beat me. And vice versa, trying to like go fast when there's nobody there is sometimes annoying too. So I have like an awkward dribble here. I end up taking up the wall, passing it out to both my teammates who, you know, I guess they didn't know how to handle it. You know, too good of a pass. Just kidding, but I guess they just messed it up. They ended up getting it out anyways. Almost got something going, but not really. Going for this challenge here because it looked like he messed up for a second. I'm actually so dumb for going for that because my teammate had a way better hit than me. I had no idea he was there though, but I probably should have known I was getting beat there, and he knew that he probably could have gotten something on it. So misplay for me to go for that, kind of ruined our pressure a little bit. So I played off like they're 50-50, but I actually get a pretty poor hit, goes right to Sham, and then end up starting a play off that. So stuff like that, I should try to minimize, letting them get the ball to make a play. This team we're playing is pretty good, so I feel like they're going to be pretty organized. They've been pretty organized for most of the game thus far as well. So I mean, yeah, I probably shouldn't just give them the ball like that. So I make sure to go early for this. I go off the wall, even though not really necessary, but it did get me some speed the way I went at it, and I was able to get a pretty good clear, but right to the other team. Again, it's happening a lot. That was a good passing play and shot from them. Almost got it around me. I just went for a pre-jump save because I knew they were going to take a good shot. Actually, teammate gets a flick for a one-on-one opportunity. That was good from him. Unlucky that it ended up being a 50-50 with their last man back again, who ended up just barely rotating in. And I actually, when I go for that challenge, I remember I had no idea if I had a teammate there, so I was actually pretty scared that I just passed them the ball and gave them a goal. But fortunately, nobody in the other team there, and my teammate's just there able to hit it. So that actually ended up being a good thing. But thank you, teammate. I don't know what he was doing there. Basically, he passed it to the other team. That's not very good. Or he actually almost own goaled and made it like a pass. Fortunately, we didn't get scored on, but I did have a good clear there. So still getting barraged by the other team. What else is new? This entire episode has been getting onslaughted by offensive pressure. Yeah, and just in both games in general, just been like getting out mechanicked and like outplayed in a lot of things. And balls like that probably shouldn't be going in. So I noticed there, both of my teammates just not in the right position, both in the corner. I believe one was rotating back, and the other one, I don't know if he turned. I couldn't really tell, but he did not. Neither of them positioned to make a save or a challenge there. So, you know, just giving the other team free goals like that is usually not how you win games. You know, we've had a couple good moments, but a lot more bad moments in both of these games to kind of, you know, outweigh those. Here's a one good opportunity here, 1v1 opportunity, but again, teammate gets beat out, and then my other teammate kind of cuts me off. So that's any kind of pressure we had kind of ruined. And as you can see there, I went to forfeit. I guess I thought that was gonna be an abandoned match. I don't know why a second thing popped up. I guess that's new. I've never really seen that. But either way, we forfeit. And yeah, that one's more reasonable to forfeit. Last game, they forfeit kind of early. But this game is a little more reasonable. There was like 4 goals with a minute left. We actually got a nitro crate. I didn't open it. Probably won't. But yeah, that game as well, getting outplayed. That game was a little more fair. The only thing that wasn't fair, I guess, was the difference between the champ 1 and champ 2. But either way, it's probably fine. I'm guessing their grand champ probably wasn't in the top 20 on the leaderboards either. So yeah, that's it for that game. We ended up actually losing 12 points before this episode, or before this game. We were at 1373, now we're at 1361, so that's number 20 on the leaderboards. Pretty bad episode in general. Lost, I think, 22 points in total, something around there. Not exact, but yeah, we took a pretty big hit in this episode. Not looking like we're going to get to number 1 anytime soon. And if you were watching RLCS yesterday, you would know, or even if you weren't watching, they had a YouTube video. There's an announcement that Season 5 is starting soon. So that would mean another season of this series as well. I'd continue this. So yeah, I guess that's the answer. So if I do get number 1, I'd just restart the series next season. But it's not looking like I'm probably going to get number 1 just because of how many times I lose in this series when I get to the top the leaderboard. So anyways, that's it for this episode, guys. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.